increasingly unstable global market. So that growth is fantastic, but we are not building the housing to keep up with it. And we are losing housing to natural attrition. It gets old, it becomes less viable. We're not restocking the way that we need to. So we have this holistically unprecedented supply and demand shortage, where the people who want homes is growing and the people who have homes is shrinking. And that's being confounded by a generational trend. So like millennials got all kinds of shit. Sorry. For like staying. And
look, and I'm just listening like, yeah, you're right.
Millennials got all kinds of trash for like staying at home and staying with mom and dad for longer. So what we saw for a while is that the size of households grew larger because they were intergenerational. And now that's shrinking back to where it more historically has been. So even if we weren't growing at all, even if we didn't have a single new person, you have more people competing for housing because they're less doubled up than they were before. So we need to look at how we are addressing supply and demand. Some of the stuff we have to do in that category is first zoning. Our zoning laws have gone off they have completely jumped the shark, right? There's no connection to what our zoning laws allow, what our needs are, and what our people want. Most zoning laws, and you're talking in particular in Columbus, the zoning laws were written in 1954. So they are reflecting the moral and the priority and the urban understanding of 1954. And it is making it much, much harder, slower, and more expensive to build housing. So we need to look at how we can right-size that kind of regulatory burden. I also need to be totally transparent that you cannot build affordable housing for someone who's earning minimum wage just because you wish it to be true, right? It costs more to build that home than you can possibly rent it for. The only way you can bridge that gap is with some sort of intervention. So again, looking at the city of Columbus, we have a $500 million affordable housing bond package that's going to be voted on in November. That's resources that we can take to just functionally lower the rent and make it more cheap for other people to get into. But that's just construction and development, and it's just one piece of the puzzle. The other two big spaces that we look at AHACO are home ownership, because home ownership kind of has always been that path to generational wealth and stability, and home ownership is kind of what gives you the option to retire where you are or to put a kid through college. Like that's the American nest egg, is a home of your own. And it is getting harder and harder to do. Like, is anybody homeowner? Is everybody renters? We're homeowners? Holy
wow.
Nice job.